Do you notice what's on your printer?
I swear, guys, I swear. Jimmy is addicted to this stuff. So if you want to send him a Christmas gift, send him that.
Oh, yeah. Come on, have some. So he goes for the drink first.
For those who don't know, this is mango with what, chili and lemon or lime?
How come you have the microphone all the way over there?
Because I hog all the attention.
I know you attention whore. Actually, you have to get paid to be a whore. You have to be a slut.
Hi guys, I have now stolen Jimmy shots to this microphone, so now it's just the Calvin Show featuring Jimmy eating mango con limon in the corner.
Good stuff right there.
This is what happens when Calvin's running on caffeine and sugar after having like a stressful last few days. So yeah, well, about this right here is the Beast, also known as the disaster of a machine that I'm working on. It's the Formbot T-Rex that I got off my old job. I mean, this thing is...
Looks like a Zone Star special. Did you have lots of sparks come off of this one?
Actually, no, but probably...
I'm surprised. By the way, you know you're supposed to heat that stuff up, right? So that...
Who says it didn't come from the factory like that?
You're kidding me. Really?
I'm telling you, this machine is a disaster. No, this is the way, literally, this is the way the cable came from the factory. I kid you not. Like, I had to put a duct tape strain relief on this thing. It's that bad.
What's up with all the electrical tape? Was that a factory job too?
I can't remember. It's been so long. I hope
that
not.
That doesn't look like a factory job to me. If it is, burn it with fire.
No, the plan for this machine is it's going to get a better control board because it has an MKS 1.4 on it or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Plan is we're going to lose one of the Z-axis.
Sorry. I don't know why that video started. That's the duct tape. Whoa. Good thing I didn't have the other video turned on.
Who were you watching before this?
Oh, I was watching Bitwit.
He is addicted to the how to not build a computer video. It's so bad. Oh, it's so bad.
My name is Ryle. Kyle's twin brother.
Bitwit, if you're watching, I am really sorry.
Oh, he's not watching. He's like, who are those guys? Oh my God. That cable management's hideous. Look at all the ketchup and mustard.
No, the plan for part of tonight's stream is at some point we're gonna yank off the really crappy 12-volt heater that's on this thing and throw on the 120 volt that Jimmy and I were having fun making the wall outlet buzz with before the stream. Do you want to tell them?
Yeah, it seems like it's really quality. How much did that little peach set you back?
$60. It better be good for $60. That, or it doesn't like the daisy chain of outlets that we have going on in here. That could be it too. I almost wonder if it's the surge protector in this starting to kick in.
Find out. How many one of those cords?
Which cord is not plugged in? Children, do not attempt what you're about to see Jimmy do at home.
You ready?
Yeah.
Listen to it. Hear it?
Dude, that thing's getting warm. Oh, yeah. I kid you not, guys. These 120 volt heaters
did get warm, didn't it?
Yeah, those things get warm like that compared to the crappy 12 volt system that was on there. No, that was not cheap, and that was the biggest I could find on Amazon. It's technically for a CR10.
Is it?
Yeah, it has the mounting holes for a CR10. But even though it doesn't cover the whole bed, I swear the original stock heater covers like this much by like that much. And it doesn't even do a thing. It'll tell you the bed's at 100 and the bed's not even above room temperature.
Well, we have in the chat over there, man.
Let's see.
I think I see Theory. I see Aaron in the house. And the Hizizzle.
We got
well bought.
We got Theory. We got PVG. Sounds like PG something.
PV3D in the house, man.
It's jumping. We only got 6 people so far, but tweet it out,
Hey.
guys. Then again, it just hit 8:30 as well, so YouTube might not have notified everybody. Please don't have it yelling, "I smell duct tape" again.
I smell duct tape. Oh my god.
Dude, if
Oh,
what's her
boy.
name hears you saying that, she's gonna so come on out here and whoop your butt. It'd be great. Now I'll laugh my head off. Oh, Aunt Nancy's in here.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, Aunt Nancy, how you doing?
I think were you talking about her earlier when I came home?
Yeah, we're talking about the air fryer.
Yeah. Wait, were you mentioning Aunt Nancy or Aunt Helen? I can't remember. There's too many of them.
Aunt Nancy was telling me about the one that she got, which is an air oven / fryer. And then I think it was Aunt Helen was the one that she got some from Costco, and there was a defect with the baskets.
Ooh, well, at least if you get it from Costco, you can return the thing like that. Granted, you
Is
can
that
find a parking spot.
Is that your tweet?
Yeah, that's my tweet. We tweet that. Yeah, you do that. Tweet with a comment. Hang out with the.
Please join us.
Join us so Calvin can get monetized again.
We are desperate.
We're up to 8. So what? Yeah. So for those who don't know this, yes. Hey, what's up, Mr. Carroll Science?
Mr. Carroll Science in the house. How you doing?
He goes, "What is this monstrosity of a hot end in front of me?" Well, technically, this was not supposed to be on here. I was showing Jimmy how bad it was. So we'll leave you guys with what's even worse: just wires hanging in space.
See, Calvin's covering up, but it was supposed to be our Christmas decoration back there. Because he decided he wants to work on a printer, so he's all cuddled up real close to me here. Hey, big boy.
What's up?
Problem is, I won't run. I just roll with it.
There we go.
Yeah, that really fixed the lighting. Here, let me fix the lighting the rest of the way.
Okay. Yeah.
Ooh.
Actually, keep it like that for a minute, though. Honestly, if
Really?
you get, yeah, no, don't do it for the whole stream, but it looks really cool.
You look satanic over there, man. Of course, I don't look much better.
No, I have to admit though, this thing looks really
where's
cool.
the
in
remote
person.
at? Where's the remote?
Oh,
Oh yeah, it's back here.
it's on your Me Creator too.
Where's the red at?
Okay, Amy Double D in your Hail Santa costume. How do we make it go red?
There you go.
Oh yeah. Wait, let's make it do a police
That
car.
really looks like Christmas.
Be-do, 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 be-do. Put the green. This thing is fun. All right, you might want to turn the lights back on.
Yeah.
That was fun though. No, this thing seriously, guys, is really cool. That was fun.
I like that light though.
No, I like it too.
It's a cool light.
You should post your Amazon affiliates link to it down in the chat description.
That's in the video description.
Wow, that's people
You like
find it.
changing color?
You're not aiming it at it, I don't think. It's infrared.
I want to do fade. There we go.
Ooh,
There.
pretty colors.
Or we can just have flash.
I don't care.
It just flashes colors.
Hey, TK's in the house. What's up, dude?
How's it going, TK? We got Chris in the house. How you doing?
Chris? Bear with me, guys. I am running on no sleep right now. I had a final this morning, and then I had to load my car up and then drive to Jimmy's house and all kinds of fun stuff.
It's weird with your bed. It's pulled by the wires. You know. That's especially this one. You do all kinds of fun things with that one. Man.
Well, do we want to go pop in the 120 volt bed on this thing?
Yeah, if you want to.
Might as well. So, guys, we won't be able to stare at chat the whole time. No, Jimmy will stare at chat and eat his chili con limon while I make an idiot of myself on the stream.
That was good, man.
They're growing on me. Careful if Danielle
I'm
comes.
addicted to them.
Dude, if Danielle comes up on Saturday and sees those, she will fight you for them probably.
They won't be here Saturday.
I meant if you got another bag of them.
I will have eaten all of them by Saturday.
You mean you will have eaten Salinas' supply of these things out?
Just Oak Park Food Center.
Well, what do I know about the area? All right, let's.
I'm gonna spill your drink over there.
I'm not.
What are you doing?
I'm making it so we can access the heated bed. Do you have a better idea? Like,
Where is the actual heated portion at?
it's underneath.
Oh, I see.
See what I mean,
You
guys?
mean where all the duct tape is?
I had to do that because they didn't include a strain relief.
Look at this piece of marvelous engineering right here. He couldn't even get the good stuff.
Hey, I was using what my job had at the time. All right, job will remain nameless.
Dude,
Can you help me move this, or am I gonna
that's
have to hold?
janky as it can be, man.
That's what we had to do. Yeah. Okay.
That's it. Setting it on the circuit board is a proper way of setting this up.
We don't care about the circuit board no more.
Apparently.
Told you, I have a replacement board buried somewhere. Grandma's.
Do you?
Yeah. You know what? I think it might just be easier if I undo these guys. Yeah, we'll just do that. But it's easier to access it like this, and you guys can see the jank that is underneath.
Yeah, this is a great idea. Do you want me to take the tension off it before you take the last one off and the whole thing starts to collapse on itself?
Yeah, sure. You can just watch it like self-destruct on camera. We don't
There, I put it with the rest of them.
You can tell our level of care and concern for it at this point.
This is the care that Calvin wants to give all of his viewers, you know. Let's just ignore everybody and let's just play with the printer.
Can you see what they're saying on chat? Because it's kind of blocked by the thing.
Yeah, I think they're getting mad at us.
Well, we can now read their angry comments, and then they will
I
feel
think
left
a lot
out.
of it is WTF.
I hear somebody tagged Mr. Kill Sign saying probably lubed with lard. Yeah, probably. Aunt Nancy goes, it's a fire hazard. Yeah, Aunt Nancy, you are right. That is why we are fixing it today on Naked with Calvin's Don't Try This at Home. Oh gosh, what am I doing, Jimmy?
I don't know. That was my question whenever you started this whole thing.
Let's just take this thing off. It's kind of getting in the way.
Yeah, it kind of is. A little bit.
I need it.
Just watch out for that heater behind you so you don't catch on fire.
Whoosh. Jimmy's gonna go. Calvin is never invited back after this.
That's right, I got a fireball. Just remember, whenever you're playing with fire, don't forget an AFO fireball. Oh, God.
He's still waiting to get sponsored.
Yeah, they're not going to reply to my email. They're in India. They're like, oh, stupid white person.
Remember, we're
Oh, that's right. I got my dialect wrong.
Remember, we are on my channel, not yours.
Oh, that's right. We are, aren't we? Possibilities are endless.
Don't even go there. I will mute your mic. No, really, guys. This is the heated bed that they assumed would like totally warm the thing up. Didn't do.
That's
squat.
sad.
Let's hold up the new one. The makes the outlet
Like
buzz
twice the size.
at least.
Now we go do about that plastic piece.
Oh yeah, now we're talking.
Is that peel and stick?
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
You're gonna watch me totally screw this up.
So do you want to use a heat gun to?
Yeah, let's be, because I actually want to try and save this pad because I know it works.
Okay, so I should
It's
have
just-
a heat gun.
We have that heater for the room right there.
Yeah, but once you tip it over, it's going to mess everything up.
Yeah, good point.
Let's see.
And you dropped your knife.
Get down like tiny towel.
So Mr. Krill Science says every time you say something ridiculous, just add hashtag not monetized. Yeah, BB.
Hashtag not monetized.
Okay, BB3D, are you talking about this dinky little thing or that big old thing as your coffee warmer?
Oh, there it is.
Hey, BB, there's a reason why I was coming out of the water. It's because I didn't want to burn the place down, all right? End of story.
Well, let's see if we can do this without completely...
Blowing your octopus strip?
Let's see.
Yeah, this little thing. Yeah, that thing is pathetic with a capital P. Yeah, Tony, that's what I was thinking. Turn it into a filament dryer. Yeah, give it some heat. Do we have a putty knife?
There should be one over there somewhere. This is going to sound great on microphone here. This is a great idea, Calvin. Just great. We're going to have all kinds of viewers on this one.
Hey, there's a reason why I'm not monetized and you are. There's a reason why you have about 3 times, 4 times.
You're going to use that one? That's a Chuck Hillbuck special right there, man. You'll ruin it.
Where's the TiVo special then?
Should have one around here somewhere.
Take for everything.
Because there is something around here for everything.
It's just a matter of can you find it before Calvin lights his pant leg on fire.
Why don't you just go over here and pull it?
Really?
Really?
Like a normal person?
Oh, look at that.
I burn my fingers off. That's hot.
That is. So hot. Oh my God.
Seriously, you're like flipping my fingers for dinner.
Here, you want me to do it?
I got it. Wonderful adhesive they're using.
Yeah, it works really good when you heat it up.
Yeah, no. So now we got all that. I'm not going to say what it is left on the bed.
That's glue.
Yeah.
You want to take that off?
Yeah, might as well.
Use the rubbing alcohol. I got napkins right underneath there.
Do you have WD-40?
No.
Oh. Oh, it's just messenger. Never mind. Thought it was like a missed phone call from my mom. Oh my gosh, what are you guys doing?
Kill the stream now! Kill it! Kill with fire! What are you doing? Yes, a lighter fluid and match. Actually, you want to grab that thing here and just...
Oh man. Are you sure?
Oh, you can hardly hear the heat gun? Really?
Is that
I figured that thing would be just screaming on there.
Is that fine, dude?
He knew someone would call for WD-40. You got that slime stuff all over your fingers now?
No.
No?
No. I'm just going to put a little more on there to help loosen it all up. Gasoline will work really good.
I might have some gasoline.
I'm not using it in the vicinity of that thing.
I'll do anything. Don't matter to me.
And that's the last of the Calvin and Jimmy show.
Yeah.
Both of them had a very fun ending.
And you heard light it up, dude.
Hey, Ron, if you can manage to get yourself out here, then we'll do it. No.
It's metal, but it'll take the heat.
Yeah, I know. Okay, there's a scraper. Not the Chuck Hellebuck special.
No, I don't want to do these. That'll just gum it all up.
Yeah, I know.
That'd be nasty.
That's why I said we're not going to use it.
Look toward the front of the table and the underneath, and just see if you see something there. Because I did have.
This thing.
Ooh. Wait, you didn't think I'd do it?
Jimmy did that, not me. Don't try that.
Here's the funny thing about it. It's alcohol with water in it.
Yeah, I know.
And it still lights up. You can also use it as paint thinner too, by the way.
Oh, good to know.
It's crazy.
Good stuff.
There he's like, geez.
Everybody is like, what are these two doing? is why you never do a live stream
Oh,
with Jimmy
goodness.
on a project, because then it just turns into I can't find anything.
Here, I'll find something.
Okay.
Go ahead and sit down, relax. It's all good, man. It's all good.
In the other news, I also got myself a SSR to go with the nice big old thing. These things are actually bigger than I thought, but you know, not bad.
Dude, your purse is down here. What's up with that?
Hey, nobody was supposed to know about that.
Oh, that's your bag for your laptop. Never mind. I thought that was a purse.
Dude, don't insult Clarissa. She might come back and bite you. Next Maker Fair. I heard what you said on that live stream. Smack.
Beat your ass.
Oh gosh. Hopefully nobody heard that.
Nobody heard nothing. Oh, that's your laptop over there.
Yeah.
Now, where is? I had 2 of those. That's the weird part.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing that makes no sense. Who messaged
I've
me?
got 2 of those laying here somewhere.
Yeah, Theory, gas would work a lot better, but I don't think that's a very safe idea because we've already done enough dumb stuff already.
You can kill the heater and just do it.
Gosh.
I'll tell you what. When in doubt,
Gas it out.
no. Just, you got a straight screwdriver? Flathead? I was hoping for a bigger one than that, but
Oh, scrape it.
it's not the size that matters.
Oh, brother.
Well, sometimes it's not. Good thing the microphone's all over there. They can't hear me.
Tony's saying white gas is even better. Yes. Yes, white gas sounds like a great idea, Tony. Don't give Jimmy any more bad ideas, Mr. I lit the alcohol on fire.
Actually, yeah, I might have some white gas. I should have some of that Coleman
Camping fluid.
camping fluid somewhere around here.
Oh, gosh.
This is going to be a wonderful idea. You can just feel the wonderful ideas just really coming out of this stream.
Curtis popped in.
What's up, Curtis?
You guys can enjoy some of that wonderful razor blade scraping against anodized aluminum. Oh, yeah.
Oh, come here.
To Jimmy.
Who's your daddy now? That's right. Who's your daddy? People don't understand how much stuff gets completely cut out of my videos.
Getting
I
some
don't think anybody wants to hear that noise, by the way.
having fun torturing them, that's all. So Brandon's saying, when you guys gonna come out and mess around with my palette too? Well, I'm moving back to Southern California for about a month, but thanks for letting me know.
There we go. Let people can see you typing? That never happens.
Where I've had people ask if I can really type that fast, and I'm like, what? Is that fast? 'Cause to me, that's normal. EV3D. Scribble, scrabble, scribble, scrabble.
It looks like stinking snot, man.
I know, that is some nasty adhesive.
It gives me memories of the TiVo. Can I get the stinking
That
head
ain't
off
no,
of that one?
that ain't no build tag goop holding it on.
Do we got more?
Towels?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a whole stack down here.
Don't ask what they're for, Calvin. Don't. I'll tell you.
So Curtis is going, that sandpaper sound is Jimmy's junk. No, it's my junk on the. It's not my junk on the underside of the bed.
It's Calvin's junk on the trunk. You having a nervous breakdown over there?
Yes,
Why?
because I didn't get much sleep and I'm running on caffeine.
Poor little guy.
I know.
No stamina. Whippersnapper.
Theory is saying he burnt the crap out of his fingers tonight changing hot ends first time. I'm not typing so fast. Dude, I feel your pain literally and figuratively.
You're funny. Theory's gonna beat you, man. He's a cool dude, man.
So I figured out. DV3D says, Theory, that's not a blister on your finger, it's a speed bump.
That's bad. Okay.
And Robot's like, I'm sitting here slowly melting because summer. Yeah, dude, I feel for you. I feel for Angus. I feel for Teresa. I feel for all y'all down there in Straya, you know. Yeah, Mr. Carroll Science is right. Partly for personal reasons and partly for the fact that I sometimes take pain medication that I can't drink on. I'm not a drinker. Also, number 3, I'm a cheap person. And why would I want to spend $8 or $10 on a drink when I could get a whole meal at Carl's Jr. for $8 or $10?
That was good, by the way.
Yeah, that was really good. What did I get? The number. What number was it?
Was it number 13?
It was the number 13 with no mayo.
It was their. What do they call that thing? It's the chicken sandwich, but it's the. Dude, I'm drawing a blank tonight.
Same
I've had
here.
kind of a rough week.
Oh gosh, Theory, you are so bad.
What do you say?
Sausage with exclamation points.
Yeah. It's totally the sausage. He totally went down the sausage. It's so good. So good.
Shut it.
Oh, that's right. I'm on live stream. I'm not supposed to be doing all this stuff.
Yeah, you're on my channel, so my mom will find out and come back and kick you butt. Theory's going project for Jimmy then. Arduino controlled backyard still.
That takes all the fun out of it.
Well, at one point, Jimmy was actually thinking about making we were talking about a radio controlled air dead man for the sandblasting rig, but he quit sandblasting before that job happened.
I actually had been planning that for a long time, and I finally just gave up on it.
One of the two.
It was like, not worth it.
What's up, Willie's 3D? How's it going, dude?
All I needed was for a battery to go dead while I was inside a house and mess things up. So, like, no, forget that.
Dude, Mr. Carroll Science just had the best idea. 3D printed battle bots. I want to see Calvin versus Jimmy showdown.
Ooh.
Heck yeah. Mr. Carroll Science, DM both of us afterwards, and maybe we can come up with a very simple chassis using like servos or something. So both of us start with the same chassis. This could be really, really fun. Like write up some rules, and maybe we can make it a thing.
I'm friends with Daniel Ray.
I am too. I'm on
Yeah,
his
but-
Patreon.
I am too.
Oh. Well, we got to have him on like what, the first ever show or something tight like that.
Yeah, we need to see if he wants to come back on again.
We need him to come back on, even if we're not talking 3D printing stuff. We just need him in here. We miss you, Daniel Naray.
Daniel Ray, please come back to 3D printing. We miss you.
Honestly, though, and I'm not going to share all my thoughts about why I think he's kind of gotten burnt out on 3D printing, but I think it might have to do with free files. Just saying.
Yep. Can't say I blame him.
Me neither. Which is the sad reason is I pretty much at this point all that I'm doing is proprietary stuff, anyways. That's getting 3D printed in house. So
Can I ask you a question?
yes,
Why is this your printer and I'm doing all the work?
I was just gonna say the same thing.
I think we're good.
I'll get that. I'll get the duct tape.
I got a bunch of it like on your glass or whatever there.
Okay.
Should I light it with fire to get dried off?
Yeah, I'll do it when we're all
God.
done.
Oh God. No, honestly, just take where's the heat gun at?
Well, I need to get rid of that stuff. You sit down and you eat your chili con limon stuff, and I'm gonna
Yeah, they're gonna taste so good with this glue on my fingers.
enjoy. Torment me with a lighter. Have fun playing me on chat.
You got most of it off there.
Yeah.
Oh, you're worried about the duct tape glue.
Yeah, because remember, my heated bed's a lot bigger. Yeah, just rub it on your dress pants.
Hey, I don't have dress pants. All my clothes are work clothes.
Sorry. So BB3D saying, "Hey chat, should I have a second martini or not?" Nah, I think you're good.
2 more.
Dude, you're gonna totally waste poor theory. What? I feel fine.
I'm not commenting by playing him on chat.
That reminds me of an old.
Well, but who it's a competition. Now mine's bigger than yours.
Oh, gosh. You guys are so bad. Hey. This printer wins, though. It's bigger than Jimmy's.
Yeah, it's big.
It's huge.
It's so huge.
It's bigger than a CR10.
It's huge. I like my hands. It's huge.
Oh, gosh.
Ready for it to be dry?
Yeah. Hit it. I'm going to be a good person and throw these away. Away from the fire source. Yeah, that's clean enough.
Look at that. Nice and warm. It should hear pretty good now. Go for it.
Well, let's make sure we get it on here like straight or semi-centered.
After what I saw on there already, you shouldn't have to worry.
I want to do a better job than the factory did. I spent $60 for this heated bed, all right? Don't insult me.
I think somebody who's blind with a seeing eye dog could do better than what they did at the factory, so don't worry about it.
I think my late half blind, deaf, clueless is all
Do
anything.
you need that heated up?
I think it'll be okay.
Okay.
Honestly,
There's solid glue hanging onto the paper.
I'm not too worried about that. Because honestly, once we stick it on, we can heat it up. You can plug it into the wall. You can make your outlet buzz again. Here, we can use this on that guy. Because I want that. Previously on Jimmy Shaw's hairstylings.
First, we have to take care of the poofy. Oh, I caught it on fire.
Oh, that's savage, dude. So,
Look at it squeezing out from underneath.
did
Oh,
I do
yeah.
a better job?
That looks good.
Let's just hit it with the heat pad, the heat gun really quick just to lock it in there.
Oh, why did we have to do this when I can just plug it in?
Well, do you want to plug it into your singing outlet?
Sure.
Okay. I mean, if you're fine plugging it into your singing
don't give
outlet, then we will plug it into your singing outlet.
I don't give none of it. You want me to complete that sentence on your channel?
No. We can do it in the after show that nobody watches. Hi, Teresa. Dude, that's getting warm.
Hey, what's funny is it's not making that sizzling noise anymore. Probably because now it's actually got something to actually heat up.
Wow, I think it's hot fast.
Tell me when.
Keep going a minute longer. Ooh. Okay, kill it. Feel that thing. It's warm. It's probably a good 50, 60 at this point.
That's about 60.
Man, that was fast.
I'm used to 65, so yeah, that's about 60.
Funny thing is the other side's not even warm, but it's because it didn't have any time to heat soak. So
Want me to soak some more heat into it?
it's up to you. I just don't want to burn the thing up.
Oh,
Hi, Teresa. So Teresa says, I just got stabbed by my dad's Christmas present. That doesn't sound good. Okay, that's getting hot really fast. So kill it. I don't want to. Being we don't have any temperature control on this disaster, I don't want to risk anything. This thing was not cheap. Dude, you can still feel the heat coming off of it.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a good space heater. Holy crap.
That's still only about 60, 65.
It was really hot before. You got to remember, this thing's on a cold bed. So feel the other side. It started to warm
Yeah,
up.
it's starting to soak through.
Yeah.
Starting to soak through all the
Alcohol.
alcohol that's on the backside.
No, this
Is that plate warped? This metal?
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't be
is
surprised.
this glass or is this
It's,
what is that?
It's real glass.
Hmm?
It's real glass.
Okay.
Gotta remember, we're running this straight off mains. We don't have any heat control in there. So
Yeah, I don't respect mains like everybody else does.
I have a little more respect for mains, but I don't want to get zapped.
Here in
by
the States, we're 115, 120
Yeah.
volts. We're not like over in Europe where it's going to be like 230.
480 volts or something like that.
We weld with 240, so
I'll put it this way though: there's a huge difference between a 120 single phase and like a 240 tri-phase welder. It is night and day. Although I will say the 120s are really nice for like thin sheet metal work because they lack that initial heat kick. A lot of body fabricators actually like 120 volt MIG and TIG because they can get better heat control with that. Theory's going, it's 208 three phase. Okay. I am not an electrician. Obviously. But no, this is a 750 watt, 120 volt heater pad. It is nice. Heats up like that. Because I was reading the reviews and people were saying, yeah, I dropped one on my CR10 and I was actually able to get the thing to actually heat up. Like, wow.
Well, it doesn't make sense that they would have put a 12 volt heat.
I know. Not even a 24.
Yeah, I mean, a 24 volt would make a lot more sense.
And they make it like the size of like
half the size of the build plate.
F that.
And so that means if any print beyond that, you're
the reality is the thing never even heated the bed up.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I could literally crank the thing up to 120 C on the underside and it meant nothing on the top.
Man.
So we got 3 Medic Vincent here. Sup, dude? How you guys enjoying the Jimmy Shaw special light up Christmas tree? Love that thing.
Hey, Aaron wants to know when we're going to do another 3-way.
Don't sign me up.
Oh, you know you wanted in on that.
Last time we did one, it was a disaster. I'm not reliving that portion of my life. It was too traumatic. I'm kidding. We don't mean it like that.
Yeah, you do.
Shush.
Oh. So what do you think of those Mingos, man?
Things are pretty cool. They're not entirely my thing, but they're interesting.
Come on, you want another one. I'm gonna take these to work. I'm gonna down the rest of the bag while I'm at work tomorrow.
Go down the rest of the bag, pulling out of the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you said you were taking tomorrow off. Oh, you were saying
I was right. I am taking tomorrow off.
What? You forgot?
I'm so used to just working all the time.
Same here. You're not alone, buddy.
As it is, I'll probably still be on a conference call or something.
Yeah, we're not going there.
No.
He's making me put horrible stuff in my mouth.
I'm having him put it. I'm having him put the mango in his mouth. I don't even know how to even say this name, but okay, that's the store version of what I like to eat. Store version, because the best ones are at the flea market. They come in a Ziploc bag.
And they're probably made by someone's abuela, or however you say grandma in Spanish.
Don't matter to me as long as they're good.
Yeah. Hey, I'll put it this way. Sometimes the best food you will have comes from like the most like unassuming
Really, CD, you missed the show this morning, 3D printing with weed whacker string. You know, I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to give that a shot. Because that's what? That's nylon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nylon plus who knows what else, nasty, toxic loveliness.
I don't think it's that toxic.
No.
It's nylon. It's probably made by Tolman anyway.
PVG is asking, why is my channel still demonetized? Because not enough people watch my content. That's the straight up answer. I'm about 500 hours out from being monetized, and I've been hovering around there for about the last 3 months. And quite honestly, it is really, it is no offense to you guys, but it's really disheartening given all the stuff I've had going on and whatnot.
Before you go to that point, before you start that, I want you to think about this a whole nother way. If you look back a year ago, what was your watch time?
I actually don't even know because I wasn't even.
How has it improved in the last 6 months?
It's been up and down.
But it has. Do you see a marked improvement between 6 months ago and today?
Yes, it has gone
Because
up.
wasn't it over 1,000 hours that you needed?
Yeah.
The thing is, it's something that builds up over time.
Right.
You know,
But the problem is it keeps going up and down the amount.
Yeah, and that's doesn't have to do with so much with today's videos. It has to do with yesterday's videos.
True.
So as time goes on, it builds. You know.
True. Well, I'm hoping that my upcoming GTEC 810M videos will help with that.
Yeah, it definitely will.
That and the Skookum train project I'm working on with a friend is going to help. Lots of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's mostly just been a time thing on my end because I was dealing with a moving again, school, and then all of a sudden I'm done with school and now I'm moving out down to my parents' house for about a month. So I'm like, oh shoot, a lot going on.
I will be completely honest with you. Had it not been for the Harry Lion video and for the video I did where I replaced my blower on my Nissan Sentra, I would not be monetized today.
No, I
Those
totally
two
get it.
videos are the two videos that gave me the watch time that allowed me to be monetized or to remain monetized.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for those two videos, I'd be in the same boat.
Yeah.
Straight up.
And the thing that makes it hard is the fact that it's like you think you're getting close, then it goes down. You think you're getting close, and it just kind of hovers there.
Dude, what happened to my thing?
You dropped it on the floor.
Do you see the piece?
Is that the Alien 3D?
I have to glue that back in.
Can't wait until my diesel can.
If you don't see it, well, we'll deal with it later. Oh, there it is over there. Over there. Yes. That's it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is that the Alien 3D? Yeah, TK, the purge really didn't do very much because I'll be honest, those bots probably just sat there and did nothing all day. But oh well.
Bots. I miss the porn bots.
Oh gosh, I do not. I'm having to deal with them all over again on Instagram.
At least I felt hot.
I had fun messing around with them a little bit. Like you could tell they were a bot when you would just like reply with just like a random word or an emoji, and then another message would come in, and you're like, "Oh, this is fun." They actually got better for a while. That they actually started to carry on a conversation instead of just being instantly like, you know, you could tell they were a bot. They actually started to build a little bit of intelligence into it to kind of trick you a bit. I'm like, it's totally a bot.
Have you got any of the new robocalls?
If I get a weird phone call, I just let it die.
Okay, so you remember back in the day, the robocalls were just like answering machines.
Yeah.
Okay. They've improved them by a lot. Now you have somebody, and I'm sure it's on the, what is that? Something Lies. What was the name of that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger? True Lies, or something like that, where the guy's a spy and all that, and where he's all sitting over there watching his wife all playing around and pretending to be somebody else, and he's all doing the recorder and to say whatever he wants it to say. Okay, these new robocalls are like that. So they'll call you up. Hi, my name is so and so. I see that you applied on one of our job boards. How are you doing today? Oh, I'm doing good. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. And it takes like maybe 2 seconds for it to go to the next part. And then it continues on. And so it's like weeding out to see whether you're still interested before they'll switch over to a live operator.
It's almost like 20 questions.
Yeah. Oh, but I mean, it sounds so realistic. I think it must be like recordings, and then that it splices it, whatever fills in the gap.
It's probably using voice recognition to detect what you're saying, and then it jumps to another script. Boom, boom, boom.
Yes. Thank you, Google. You know good and well who's behind it. But remember that where Google used to have the free 411? So you can call them up, and then they would, you say you want to get a phone number for whatever, and they would automatically connect you. And then whenever they started up their Android operating system, they ended the whole program with the free operator thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It was really cool because, I mean, it pretty much put the operators out of business because you'd always call and they'd charge you however much. Well, this was completely free, but the whole thing was to test their voice recognition. And then when the Android platform came out, they had already earned enough from that, so they didn't need to do that anymore. They just learned everything else from the Android operating system because they got the Google search thing, their
Yeah.
assistant, and all that.
Now, the thing I will say that's interesting in all of this is, I'll be honest, it had nothing to do with designing things, but it was a little bit interesting. The teacher we had for the history of design was kind of a little eccentric, put it that way. Nobody really liked the guy, and it was kind of a weird class. But he had a thing where he was showing how some guy had taken and used AI with weather and like with historic weather patterns, and then like for some reason he used like Brexit people's like theoretical like opinions on it, and then overlaid the two to show a theoretical, oh, if people were like this, the weather would look like this. And I'm like, what does this have to do with design? But it's interesting how people are coming up with art, and I put that in quotes.
That's one of those situations where somebody's been doing a little.
Or you just know that your teacher's a little bit of a crackpot, and you're hoping you get a passing grade in his class, and you're done.
Pot especially.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the fun part was, the final was interesting. We'll leave it at that. Nobody liked him. Whatever. The point was, it's interesting how people are using technology these days to try and do literally anything and everything.
Oh yeah. Why not?
Why not? Yeah. No. I mean, it's like
the new hammer.
Yeah.
It's the new screwdriver. I mean,
it's the new steam engine.
Yeah.
New assembly line.
I mean, it's like the place I work for, they go and they use Concur. That's one of the ways of reimbursing yourself, balancing your company cards, stuff like that. And one of the things it mentions when it comes to travel is this this business trip really necessary to be face to face, or would a
Skype call?
Yeah, but they have another name for it.
Hangout or VoIP.
Would that be more cost effective in order to save your company money? And they actually post that on there in order to give people an idea of maybe you don't need to take that flight or take that road trip.
BV3D is right. He goes, it's the new nouveau, which is like the new thing.
Yeah.
Totally true. No, yeah. So while we were sitting here thinking, one thing I'm probably going to definitely do for this is look into 3D printing a cable chain that comes off this that hooks up to the y-axis, or just see if I can buy one, and they go kind of like on the H&M. That was for their really crappy, didn't do anything cable management.
Why don't you use that as your starting point?
I'm thinking about that.
That way you're not pulling directly from this. You're going off to the side and then out.
Well, I was going to also put a zip tie to strain relief it right there.
Yeah.
So no matter what, it's not going to be moving.
And then you can, if even if you didn't go with the
cable chain,
you could always get some of that shrink tubing, put the wires through it, and then heat it up.
Yeah. I just like cable chains because the machine already has them, and it does add a nice aesthetic of guiding the wires where they need to go.
Yeah, true.
Because my big thing is I don't want these wires shorting out. That would be very bad. Even though I am going to chassis ground the machine.
I am surprised that they went with the braided wire for a 110. I'm really surprised about that.
Instead of solid core.
Well, you have to go with a cable or wire like this, the single strands like that. Because if you go with solid core, it's going to take and just and that's the end of it. And pretty much the smaller the strands, the more flexible it's going to be, and it is coated with a
fiberglass.
No,
silicone.
It's a silicone over it. So actually, they have sleeved it pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I got to admit, for what it is, it's a pretty nice bed, and it got good reviews on Amazon because I saw some that people just did not like. Yeah. So when I saw people were saying they used it on their 3D printer and it was replacing their stock bed, I'm like, okay, this is probably good.
Now the question is, can you get a super plate to put on there?
I talked to G-Tech and they sadly don't sell one this big.
But they sell one that big. Now, what is the print area of this printer?
400 by 400 by 500.
What's this right here? 300?
Probably.
320? At least it's not 420.
Oh gosh. No, the thing I was thinking of is either just getting like a PEI sheet or a BuildTak sheet, one of the two. Probably something like BuildTak.
Yeah.
Because initially, I'm probably just going to run the thing with glue and then go from there. Because I found the interesting thing is running ColorFab's Engine, which I believe is a PETG based plastic.
Yeah.
I actually need to put down a layer of glue stick on my print bed because I've actually had prints practically welding themselves to the build tack. Not good. It actually sticks so well, but it wouldn't stick very good to PETG, to not PETG, never
Glue
mind.
stick.
No, to PEI, it would actually start to peel. Because PEI is on the low side of stiction, build tack's on the really high side. So
Stiction. Did you just make that word up?
Yeah, I don't care. I might also try making my first layer a lot higher and seeing if that does anything, but we'll figure it out.
The stickiness factor.
Pretty much.
Stiction?
Do you expect anything less? Well, I found it funny. See, somebody found it funny. That's all that matters. Oh, man.
Aaron's got it. The video conference call. That's it.
Thank you. No, that's something my dad had mentioned a couple of years. Oh, jeez. Don't even go there, Teresa.
Is that anything like manspreading? Oh, goodness.
I'm just going to tape this on so I can keep this sticky, somewhat sticky.
So sticky.
PVG says stiction is a word, the friction that tends to prevent stationary surfaces from being set in motion. Knew it was a word. Knew it.
Damn. Look at you being all college-like.
If I'm going to a 4-year school, I might as well act the part. Even though I don't feel the part. Oh, man. Do we have any tape that I can just use to fold these corners over and hold them down? If not, I probably got some buried somewhere in my car.
I know I got some duct tape out in the van. Oh, and now I look over there and I see a cutting knife. Right over there. It was right there. But at least we didn't mess up that one from Chuck Hellebuck.
Nope.
I didn't want to get that all glued
Nope.
up with glue.
Nope. Although those calipers leave something to be desired.
Yeah, I gotta warn you those out. Something went wrong with them.
They're cheap. They're like the cheapest calipers I've ever seen. Like I said though last time, the rest of the kit is good.
They worked perfectly fine in the beginning, and then something went wrong. I don't know what happened.
Well, they're not using induction. They're using like a little roller, and I think like a little dust or grease or something gets in there, and the whole thing just falls apart.
Oh, really?
Because I got some really nice Mitutoyo IP67s that are induction. They're good.
What brand?
Mitutoyo.
Mitutoyo.
Yeah,
I got some Mitutoyo calipers. It's so much better.
They're actually they're like $200 calipers.
Dude, I spent $10 at Harbor Freight.
Yeah, I know you spent $10 at Harbor Freight, but you were also not using them in a shop that made like thousands of dollars worth of parts. So, just saying. You could dunk them in a coolant tank and pull them out and they'd be fine.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah, I've had coolant drip on them. I'm not kidding. I know people who would get the really cheap calipers from Harbor Freight over at the school that I used to teach at. And we tell them, be really careful with those because if you get coolant on them, they're toast. Sure enough, 10 minutes later, they get a drip of coolant on it, they're toast.
Yeah.
The worst is when they would kill our digital ones. We actually just stopped buying digitals and just went back to like vernier and dial. So if you got coolant on them, you didn't cook them. Because they'd also get dropped as well. So we just like wait until a big old sale happened. We just buy up like 20 or 40 at a shot and then just like ration them out as needed. But if people kept breaking them, we actually made them go out and buy replacements because we're like, if you're just going to keep breaking it, buy us some.
Yeah.
Which is fair. Yeah, PVG. The IP67s, they're not cheap, but if you work in a machine shop or any kind of wet, dirty, dusty environment, they are well worth the money. Well worth the money.
Well,
Want to call it?
Might as well.
I got a 6+ hour drive tomorrow.
What time are you planning on leaving?
Around 10 in the morning, I'm thinking. Give or take.
I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow.
I know what I'm doing. Driving.
Probably going to sleep in
That sounds like a good idea.
and then go somewhere and do something.
You should go to Nana's.
Yeah, I should. I haven't had a big potato
Or you
in
could,
a long time.
or you could hold off going to Nana's until I come back on next Saturday.
Yeah. So you're not coming back this Saturday. You come back next Saturday?
I mean, this Saturday.
This
I'm
Saturday?
that brain dead. Yeah. Yeah.
With the multi-talented Danielle. Come on. Yeah.
And I found another putty knife under there. Oh my gosh.
Where? You look down there.
Yeah, I swear it's a stinking magic trick.
That's the way this place is. You will lose everything. And then when you give up,
You'll find
it.
10 of them.
This place has been that way my entire life. I don't know. It's cursed. I don't know what it is.
What's your dad doing here that nobody ever told you about?
Yeah, it wasn't my dad. It was,
It was the person next door.
Well, you know, out here they had the Battle of Natividad.
Yeah. You did
So there was some really bad stuff going on out here.
You did tell me the story about like Mount Natividad being supposedly haunted.
Oh yeah, that's what they say. I haven't seen nothing yet. But
I'll put it this way: a lot of that stuff I kind of chalk up to people have expectations about something, so when they think something's happening, it's instantly that. So the correlation is causation. What's up, Nathan?
If Aunt Nancy's in here, she can tell you all kinds of stories.
We need to get Aunt Nancy on this stream at some point. She'll just start roasting the whole family. Aunt Helen comes storming on over. Turn it off!
Pull that plug.
Uncle Steve, how do we kill their internet? Hack them!
Like this.
I'll never forget when where was it? Were we at Denny's or something? When I'm like, when I made a comment like, well, does Uncle Steve understand computers? And you're like, you know the IRS website, right? Yeah. That was Uncle Steve. And Uncle Steve's just sitting there, just like being his typical, really humble, chill self. And he's probably just like, Calvin is an idiot. I'm sorry, Uncle Steve, if you're watching this, that was not intentional. I think he still had said hi to me the next morning. I think I was still okay.
He's cool.
Yeah, he's really cool. Hey, Nancy's going, don't get me started about San Juan. Oh, you mean the exit before Jimmy's?
Salon Grade Road. That's back here, straight down. Yeah. It
haunted. Dead
that's
bodies.
What they say. They claim in fact she had a situation where somebody was trying to open a car door or something, if I remember right. I think it was Aunt Nancy.
Dude, we gotta get her on the show at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care if you believe in that stuff or not. There's just certain things that are like, okay, that's just not normal.
Yeah. Yes, Aaron, we do. We need to do that. Well, guys, let's go ahead and call it. Let's call it a night.
So
we'll try to stream next week. What day do you want to try doing it?
I don't know. I'll have to see what my schedule is like, honestly.
I have to have my people call your people.
Okay.
He'll be down in Southern California, so he'll be like, oh my God.
I need to go get food, and we got for like 3 hours.
I
gotta go to
hair
LA.
done. I gotta get some more poofy going on, you know. I gotta just see my hairdresser. Maybe even get a mani and a pedi.
Shut
Oh
it.
my God.
I am not a tranny. Unlike your transparent blue PLA.
Yeah. So he comes up and he says, Jimmy, can I borrow your tranny? I'm like, I didn't know I had one.
I meant your tranny PLA. Oh, yeah.
Automatic or manual?
I meant this.
And everybody else just thought I was talking about something else.
Transmission fluid.
Guys, thank you very much for watching. Catch you next week. We'll tweet out whenever we're going to do it again. Have a good one.
Peace out.